Guys, how are you? It's a very windy day here, and I wanted to read this book because it's called Roy the Noiseless Oyster. Do you know who wrote this book? Me! Miss Amy wrote this book. Yeah. Well, I'm not really a published author. This was a book I made on a self-publishing site that was more like a printer. It was www.lulu.com. There it is down here. I don't even know if the company still exists. But back when I wrote this little book and I took the photographs of just some little things around my house and I made little pictures with it, back when I made this book, there weren't very many opportunities to self-publish for real. So this self-publishing company was more like a printer. And they would print your books for you. And then if they wanted to, or if you wanted to, you could try to sell them. I sold one to myself. But I really just wanted to get it copied so I could have it for my little boy. Yeah, because he was scared of noises when he was a little boy. So this is called Roy the Noiseless Oyster. About a little oyster who's scared of big noises. Are you scared of anything? Yeah. Me too. Everybody's scared of something. But I wrote this for my little boy because his birthday's coming and I thought it would be fun to share this story. I'm not even sure he sees my videos, but we'll find out. Let's see. See, here's a picture that I made. And I just put little things on the table. Here's some blue paper. And here's little things that I cut out with construction paper. And these are real shells. And I put some clay and some eyeballs on them. And here's a little treasure chest. And here's a little fish cut out of paper. And I just laid them on the table and took their photograph. Yeah. So you can do that too. You can make some illustrations that way. All right, here you go. It's a rhyming book. It's kind of long. A real publisher probably wouldn't publish it because it's really too long. Here we go. Once there was an oyster named Roy. He was not an active, rambunctious boy. He always played quietly with his toys, and he was very afraid of every noise. My son was scared of noises. He was little. Yep. There he is. Look at that. There he is with his mom. His mama oyster. I actually don't think that works that way, but that's how I wrote the story. He was very shy and would often cry, and Roy's parents just didn't know why. He seemed to be afraid of everything. No one could cheer or shout or even sing. Look, this is an opera. There's a picture of an opera happening on the television. He's scared of the loud noise in the opera. Like that. Oh, what do you think he's scared of there? Yeah, thunder and lightning. One night there was a terrible storm above the sea. Roy was as frightened as he could be. With every single lightning flash, Roy slammed his shell before the thunder crash. See there? He stayed inside his shell so tight he didn't hear his mother at the end of the night. She woke him up to get ready for school. Now, Roy, she said, please keep your cool. Play with the other girls and boys and don't hide away from every noise. He's shy. He's scared. Oh, look, there's a whale. Like all of the oyster children are shells and they're riding the whale to school like a bus. Isn't that silly? But today was a very big day for Roy. Every oyster girl and boy were going on a big field trip to see the local sunken ship. The class couldn't wait to savor the pleasure of sifting through old pirate treasure. So they're going to go on a field trip to a sunken pirate ship in the ocean. If you lived in the ocean, that would be a fun field trip, wouldn't it? Like a museum. Yeah. So look, I made a little pirate ship. And here's some gems. And there's a anchor. It's fun, isn't it? Now, of course, those girls and boys couldn't help but make some noise. Cheers rose from the boys and girls when they clanged the coins and shook the pearls. The kids danced everywhere with joy. all except our oyster, Roy. They slid on the sails and jumped on the plank. They screamed happily, "Yay, the ship sank!" What's that? Yeah, a cannon blast. The final straw came when little Clam Sam helped to make a roaring bam. He set off a cannonball blast that sent poor Roy right up to the mast. Roy hid there for hours and things looked bleak. Roy swore he'd stay there for an entire week. Oh. There he is, hiding in the mast. Roy's mother was called at last to try to talk him down from the mast. "Now listen to me, little Roy. You're missing out on life, my boy. You're going to have to make some choices and only be afraid of the noisiest noises. Some noises are bad, and they mean danger, like the squeal of a siren or the scream of a stranger. Yes, storms and cannons can sound very scary, but sounds of kids playing are fun and merry. No more closing up your shell every time you hear a bell. Listen to the nice sounds that surround you, and everyone will be happier to be around you." Yeah. When your little big noises are frightening, I understand. Look. The next day, Roy had popcorn in his lunch, and he learned to enjoy the tasty crunch. To help the school day pass, he sang along in music class. He talked to his friends and even had to giggle, so much his shell began to jiggle. He learned to enjoy life's happy sounds and only covered his ears for really big pounds. See, that's his music teacher. They're doing music class. What kind of noises do you think those are? Ooh. Then a few weeks later, Roy got a surprise that was even greater. His mother took him up on the 4th of July to watch the fireworks go by. At first, Roy was nervous when he heard the pound, but his mother said, "Look for the source of the sound." Roy started to laugh and squeal with glee at the pretty colors falling on the sea. His mother said, "Finally a sound he enjoys." And Roy said, "There's not always danger behind every noise. Don't get frightened by a noise until you know the reason. It might just be the celebrating of a happy season." Fireworks! Like the cruise ship is putting fireworks out, and the animals under the ocean are watching it. I was using my imagination. The end. Do you have a story you'd like to put down on paper? It's really not that hard. No. I just took some silly props, and I probably still have the props in a box. Just little things that I laid out on a table and took the picture, took a photograph. Yeah, and then I printed the photographs. Well, I sent them away online. And then this company put them together for me in a book. It's just a simple little stapled book. And actually, there are a lot of photograph companies that you can do that with. You can send away your photos, and you can put text on the photos. So you could write a book. Yeah, you could send it for a gift to someone. That'd be a fun thing to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Roy, the Noiseless Oyster by Amy Titchell. That's me. I'm the author. Have fun, guys. See you later. Bye.